Today, we're talking about B-roll and how to film it like a professional filmmaker. You may be wondering, what the heck is B-roll? This is simply additional footage to help supplement your A-roll, which in most cases is your first or the main camera, like during an interview session, and B-roll is the second or the big camera. This may be a second angle in an interview, during your vlogs, and anything extra used to support your story as a filmmaker or a YouTuber. Make sure you stick around till the end of this video to watch the final compilation of my edit of this amazing B-roll footage. Yoga everybody, I'm Ray Moses, and today I'm gonna break down shot by shot in an approach to filming a scene to help you get the best cinematic result as a filmmaker or a YouTuber. And I'll go ahead and explain why we shall film in this particular way later in the video. So, this type of filming of B-roll applies to all type of creators and filmmakers, be it wedding videographers, corporate staff, feature documentary filmmakers, vloggers, travel videos, YouTube videos, lifestyle videos, etc. You can apply this style of filming in your B-roll to help you narrate or tell a better story, and this will help you walk away with better visuals, which will in turn save you a lot of time and headache when editing your final videos. This approach to filmmaking is super valuable to every filmmaker. I repeat, every filmmaker. We're gonna begin our B-roll journey using the five short methods developed by Michael Rosenberg for gathering documentary style footage, which will help you walk away with basics you need to tell a cinematic and visually appealing story. So, first things first, the wide shot, and the main goal of this shot is to show where we are or the location of the subject in the scene. So here is my friend David starting a boda, which is basically a motorbike, and through this shot we are able to show where David is located at. It is super important to have a wide shot for any situation because it helps you establish a scene and it tells the viewer where a character is located at in a scene. In doing a wide shot just like this, steady with the tripod or handheld without panning or tilting is super important because it helps you establish the shot. Just get a simple locked-on shot, and having this is super important. If you don't use it, it's okay, but having it is very important and useful in post-production, mainly while editing. Secondly is the close-up action shot, and here we have a close-up of David starting and accelerating his boda, which basically is a motorbike. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And the purpose of this close-up action shot is to show what is being done. We previously have a wide shot to show where we are located at, and here we're now showing what is being done through a close-up action shot. In this situation, where for wide and what for close-up. These are the first two shots you get, and for these shots you have the opportunity to have a shallow depth of field to give you that cinematic look or a blurry background in your movie. Or in other words, bokeh. So this is the second shot you wanna get to help on your visual storytelling. The third shot we wanna get is a close-up of a face, and here we have a chance to show David's face, and this clearly shows that he is working on something, which we all know. He is starting his bike to set off a long journey. And we can go ahead and have an extreme close-up and just show his eyes, and this makes it look pretty beautiful. And when combined, the results is just pretty amazing. You just love it. It will look so nice and so amazing. So previously we showed the action shot, and it clearly shows the viewer what David is doing, and this close-up shot brings the viewer even more closer to feel what David is up to. And the next shot we have is an over-the-shoulder shot, point of view shot or POV shot. And this is my favorite shot. So the over-the-shoulder shot helps us combine the idea of who is doing this. Do the close-up of the face and the close-up of the action of what they are doing, as you can see David and what he is doing accelerating the motorbike. If you're new here and this video is adding value to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. Click on the notification bell below to stay updated whenever I upload content related to filmmaking, editing, photography, and self-help. And don't forget to like this video and share with your friends. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much. Love y'all. And the fifth shot in this 5-shot method is clearly an opportunity to get a little bit more creative from the shots that you already have. And this is the alternative shot. And when filming this shot, you need to be motivated in how you film it. You wanna try out something new. You wanna try out something different. You wanna try out something that is really creative and really amazingly nice. And for this specific scene, I had to film the wide and the medium shot differently, specifically from what I had before. And here, I included the depth of field in the foreground and in the background as David is still working on his bike to start off his long journey. This makes it look more cinematic and visually appealing for the viewers and the eyes of the viewers. Those are the basic shots to help you tell a story, and when you do use them correctly, it will help you come out with the cinematic looking footage and a visually appealing story to the viewers. Let's get into the fun stuff. These are other shots or techniques used for telling stories that I love to use when I'm filming a scene, and the first one is inserts. Inserts are basically everything outside the subject in an action, and this helps to tell the story of the environment around you. For example, this is an insert of Busawoka Falls along the River Nile, and also an insert of the River Nile itself, and also an insert of these beautiful rocks, and this will showcase where we are in relation to the scene. Another insert, we have these beautiful trees, people swimming, and basically this will show the environment, the general environment of the place in relation to the scene. And this does not relate in any way what David is doing starting up his motorbike. Instead, it's just the general environment of the place, and this will, make your footage and your final edits look so beautiful. You can film as much inserts as possible, and this will take your filmmaking to a next level. And the inserts helps you tell a story on what is happening around the environment and helps the viewer understand the environment and the actual people in it. Next on our shortlist is the gimbal, a Steadicam or a glide cam. Using a gimbal, a glide cam or a Steadicam will help you get smooth, better looking cinematic movement associated in Hollywood movies. Having this smooth, better looking shot will add diversity to your shots, and it will improve your ability to tell stories more better and visually appealing. I know to set up your gimbal or glide cam may take a little bit a while, but once you set them up, this will give you smooth, better looking cinematic shots. So investing your time learning this gear and also purchasing one will take your cinematography to the next level. You'll definitely have smooth cinematic shots, so investing your time learning this gimbal or a glide cam will definitely take your production to the next level. It will take your visual storytelling to another level, a Hollywood production level. So I advise you to invest your time to learn and also purchase a gimbal. Our next shot is wrack focusing. So here you simply focus in and out of a subject to make it look really cinematic and beautiful. Your subject will be on focus and then you pull it out of focus. Or you can focus from one subject to another. This will take your visual storytelling to the next level by simply wrack focusing from one focus to another. Just like this. I mean not this, the actual video is coming. The next shot on our list is the hero shot. This is one of my favorite shots. And a hero shot allows you to showcase your subject and empower them and make them look like a freaking badass. So this is how I do my hero shots. I always do different takes, like when he looks down and then up, or just seeing what he is doing, then he looks up. Just do different takes and you will come up with, amazing results. Next is slow motion. It is really good to have 60 frames per second clips to give you the ability to slow them in post when you're editing your videos. And here we just show general slow motion of anything that is happening in the scene. So the basic rule for slow motion, there should be an action to show that, the movement, or, should just show the action when you slow it down. I always mix slow motion shots shot at 120 frames per second or 60 frames per second, and also normal looking shots shot at 24 frames per second to make my visuals appealing and beautiful with motion blur, which takes my production to the next level and also very easy for the human eyes to notice. I did a video about different frame rates and how you can incorporate it in your videos. I'll leave the link down in the description and right here. The next shot is super zoom. As the name says, super zoom. Right? So here you'll be wide and also in slow motion, and then you zoom into the subject, creating that super zoom effect. And when you do this correctly in your editing software, be it Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut or DaVinci, you will get something like this, an amazing effect. called super zoom. Next in our shortlist is the aerial drone footage. Drone footages make videos look beautiful and cinematic, and having the ability to fly and incorporate these drone footages into your film, it will take your production to the next level, especially when you're in a beautiful location like here near the River Nile. Finally, time-lapse. Time-lapse is an amazing way to show passing of time in a video, and it's a good way to show a change in a location of a character. And it allows us to manipulate time, and it helps us to show the natural process that would either take too long to show in a single shot. I will not dive much into this, but instead I'll make a video more specific about how to shoot and how to use time-lapse in your videos. So incorporating time-lapse into your films is an amazing thing to do, and it will visually tell your story in a better and a more beautiful way. So if you're somewhere shooting and use these 5 techniques and add some of the other techniques into filming your B-roll, you will move away with the ability to tell a visually appealing story in your films, and that is what is very important in making videos. Watch this next video to learn about what frame rate is good for your films. Is it 20 frames? Is it 30 frames? 60 frames? As we learn, create and inspire.